that I saw the Lord. He was high and lofty on his throne. Can I suggest to you that you're going to have to let some things die if you really want to see the Lord? You're going to have to let some people move out of your line of sight. You're going to have to let some trials get thee behind me, Satan. You're going to have to let some burdens be released into the hands of God so you can begin to see what a mighty God we serve. And I'm here to let somebody know that if you would only call up your ancestors, one thing about family reunion is that somebody ought to get up and tell the history of the family. You ought to recognize from where you came from, and that will help you appreciate where you are and then lead you to where God would have for you to go. But if you don't know the beginning, you can never appreciate the current, and you sure enough can't get to the future. So I'm glad to know that what God does here, he gives me a vote of confidence by letting me understand where it all came from. He said, had it not been told you from the beginning that what we were in verse 22 was like grasshoppers stretched out across the heavens as a curtain, who was plucked up and placed in the hand of God. And so he says in verse 25, to whom then will you liken me, or who shall I be equal to? And so the choir's already sung it, and I don't have to say it again, that I'm surrounded by God who's greater than everything that I've ever been exposed to. There is no problem that I've ever seen that's greater than my God. There is no situation that I've ever been through that's greater than my God. There is no pain that has ever impacted my body that has made me want to stop praising my God. There is no midnight hour that I've ever been exposed to that my God was not able to shine a light. And I submit to you today that no matter what you're going through, if you would only look to the hills and stop looking at your condition, stop looking at your circumstance, stop looking at your conflict, stop looking at your confusion, and put your eyes on a hill far away called Calvary, because we get confused and think that he was only wounded for my transgression. But I like to read further down. On Calvary, the Christ brought the chastisement of my peace, and by his stripes I am healed. I got peace in the midst of my confusion. I got peace in the midst of my storm. I got peace in the midst of what swirls. I walk by faith and not by sight. What gives me peace is that I have learned how to get my eye off of my condition and to put my eye on my Christ. I have learned how to stop walking in the valley, but to put my eye on the mountain at the end. Yes, I have some hard times, and yes, I have some hills to climb, and yes, I have problems, trials and tribulation. But what I've learned is that when I'm in the fire, he's already there. When I'm in the lion's den, he's already made a way. And if I hold on, and if I hold out, my joy will return. I'm not going to lie and make you feel that I'm happy all the time. Bernice will tell you I have to get up in the midnight hour. I have tears just like you have tears. But what I thank God is that my weeping no longer lasts for a night. I will cry in this short season, but I know my joy, I know my praise, I know my shout is just around the corner. Yes, I'm hurt sometimes. Yes, I'm wounded sometimes. Yes, afraid. I'm in. I've learned to be content because Isaiah says, they that wait on the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up on wings, run, not be weary, walk and not faint. David says, teach me how to wait. If you wait, he may not come when you want, but oh, he's always on time. He died on a Friday, but on time Sunday morning he got up. He ever get up on time in your life? Did he ever get up on time in your trial? If you know he will, you ought to testify and tell somebody, I was down, he picked me up. I was out, he brought me in. I was gone, but he raised me. Dead, he gave me life. I was broken, but he healed me. I was broke, but he fixed me. Couldn't do it by myself, but what can wash away all my sins? Nothing. I say it's nothing. Nothing.